Our next skater also represents Azerbaijan, Sabina ALIEVA, 17 years old, 28th after the short program, second Junior Grand Prix season.
And Sabina, a skater who's found herself in 28th and 18th in previous Junior Grand Prix, but she has such a lot to offer and certainly potential to find herself much higher in the standings as she skates to Eye of the Tiger and Catwoman. Well, great to hear the support for Sabina ALIEVA skating in front of a home crowd, and you can see even in warm-up, Sabina was able to find the camera and be present in the moment, acknowledging the special uniqueness of performing with all of the support that she has here. And there you can see confirmation of that on screen. I almost wanted to set Sabina a challenge because she's so capable and she is so potentially able to secure some big scores. We saw a good skate from her, I think, in Ankara last year, but I'd love to challenge her to hold every landing position for at least 2 seconds and then see what happens to the scores.
Yeah, it stabilizes landing positions because she's good at jumping. Let's take a look at this. Triple lutz off the top of the program. little bit of a lean and she has to step out, but basically mechanics of that are good. And the double axel, again, just a little rough on the landing. And the triple flip, over rotation again. So she's got two of the three major parts of the jump: the takeoff, the rotations, the landing that's a little inconsistent, is inconsistent, at least in this performance. She gets the loop done. She gets that free leg back faster than the other jumps. There's the second triple loop. And so just when do I stop? When do I open up my rotation and push the free leg back to stabilize the landing? Doesn't quite have the feeling yet. On a consistent basis, can do it, but not necessarily consistently yet. She's got great moves, good speed, good flow.
And she's got potentially loads of great presentation and character. So
Yeah.
warm up, and you can see it at the tail end of the program. I think if she could hold herself accountable to engaging the core for the landings, because I suppose we see so many skaters with under rotations as the issue. That's not been at all the impact for Sabina. There are no rotation issues that I can see as yet.
And she's strong.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, and she's strong. So it's just a matter of getting those jumps landed cleanly. And as you said, just holding that landing for a second, that's a positive GOE quality. For the elements were under review, and there are, out of 11 elements, 8 of them are in the minus GOEs. So she's giving away, they have to be, because the requirements for the judge, when you do a turnout, you put your hand down or whatever, there's specific requirements, reductions of scores. So she's losing points on the core value, the base value of each element, by some quality issues in the landing. But once she establishes those landings, those scores are going to go way higher.
Yeah, absolutely. And interesting for Sabina, she did 2 triple flips without one in combination. So then the base value for that second triple flip is a fraction of that of what it could be. If she's going to repeat a triple, it has to be in combo to achieve full base value. So that's a bit of a frustration for the skater. And sometimes it's just having the contingencies for what happens in the jumping passes that you learn through these experiences, because she'll get that feedback later and think, oh no, I didn't utilize my triple flip by not putting a double toe on the end.
You have to be a little bit of a mathematician, not necessarily thinking of numbers, but what your options are should something go wrong, and you've done one jump instead of a 2 jump combination. Where do I put that? And how many double toe loops have I done? And those types of things. And if you're not aware of those, and as we saw in Bangkok, Hannah Beth, she lost a medal because she had one extra jump combination, which took that last combination, which was great, out of the equation. So you've got to sort of know what you've done.
Just looking down at Sabina, I was referencing the triple flip, which has had the repeat and the reduction in base value. Exact same thing has happened later in the program. She did 2 triple loops, neither in combination. So then the second one, she loses a big percentage of the base value. So that lesson is a hard one to learn, but because it's happened twice in this program, I'm pretty sure she'll ensure that doesn't happen again.
Some people might say who don't know much about skating, who said, oh, you have too many rules. But those rules are related to the sport. And so every sport has rules. So those rules are specific, and because people enjoy watching skating, this is beautiful, and it's hard to know all those little details as we bring them up here on a broadcast, but they're specific to requirements of the skater, and that's what makes it not just hard to do, as a athletic feat, but you have to know where you are in your program and what you've already done. You got to keep that in your mind. Free program score 68.11. That is first in the free program for Sabina, with a total competition score of 103.87. And that will put Sabina into first place at this stage of the competition. Maybe not the numbers that she wanted, but the placement, at least at the moment, is at the top.